What is up, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global back here with another video, and in this one, we got some exciting free agency news, probably the most exciting topic that we've talked about in months, and that's that the Patriots are interested in a quarterback whose name is not Tom Brady. Now, this guy's name is Marcus Mariota, and I already know there's going to be a lot of you jumping up in your seats, jumping up in the comments, because a lot of you have commented about him. A lot of you have reached out to me about him, but there's also going to be those of you who are really disappointed because you aren't hearing the name Tom Brady. So this news was dropped by NFL reporter Tony Pauline. He really just said that the Patriots are showing interest. There's nothing more than that. A lot of other NFL teams are also showing interest in Marcus Mariota. He's supposed to be a cheaper option for any quarterback needy team. So it makes a lot of sense that there's going to be teams that are interested in him. So don't think too much into this yet. Of course, this is going to be something to monitor, something to watch. Marcus Mariota is now officially someone to put on your list for free agents to watch. But at this current time, it's just interest, okay? Nothing said that the Patriots, Bill Belichick, have reached out to the party, to the club of Marcus Mariota, or anything like that. Not that they've offered him a deal, it's just that he's someone they're looking into. I mean, hey, sometimes I want McDonald's, but just because I want it doesn't mean I go and get it. I just have interest in it. And I mean, we've seen the Patriots have interest in many different players. Guys that were just released, free agents, trades, and the Patriots never actually go through with it. Now today, we were really brought up with a lot of more Tom Brady drama, okay? And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And there's many NFL experts going in many different directions. You have half of the people saying there's no way Tom Brady's coming back. Literally zero chance. There's at least an 80% chance he's out the door. And then you have other people saying, Tom Brady's 100% coming back. There's no way he's leaving. He can't go anywhere else. The Patriots and Tom are just at contract holds right now, with the new NFL rules possibly changing. And who knows what the truth is with that? Maybe Bill Belichick knows more than we know about the situation, and maybe he doesn't. But I 100% guarantee you that Bill Belichick is not going to let the same thing happen that happened with Gronk last season, where we do not get an answer until it's too late. Because now we're also talking about a position which is arguably the most important in all of football. It's not just a pass catcher. It's the literal part to your entire offense. So Mariota is a 6'4", 220-pound quarterback, so he's definitely a taller guy. He was the second overall pick back in 2015 by the Tennessee Titans. He's 26, so he's getting up there in age, but he's still fairly young. He still has time to develop. He still has the peak of his career ahead of him. So he's 100% a candidate for someone to give a long-term deal to, as long as they see him as a potential starting quarterback. Now, the interesting thing about Marcus Mariota is that he's the exact opposite of what the New England Patriots have done with their quarterbacks for generations of generations. Okay, Drew Bledsoe. He was a pocket passer. Did he scramble at times? Yeah, every quarterback does. But he wasn't a mobile quarterback. That wasn't what he was known for. He was known for sitting back there in the pocket and completing passes. He was that guy. He was that type of quarterback. Tom Brady, the exact same guy. Now you have Marcus Mariota, who does pass the ball, and he's good at it, okay? Now there is some questions about his accuracy, but he definitely has power to his arm. But when you think about Marcus Mariota, when you're playing Madden and you're looking for a speedy quarterback, a guy that does a lot of quarterback scrambling, Marcus Mariota is the type of guy you would look for, because that's the type of quarterback he is. He likes to scramble a lot. He uses his legs. And that's a good thing, and that's a bad thing. He's more on the side of when he can't find someone, when he starts to panic, he'll use his feet, rather than sitting back there in the pocket and waiting for a play to uncover. Mariota has also dealt with a good amount of injuries because of this. I mean, there hasn't been one season yet since coming in the league in 2015 where he has played an entire season. His rookie year, he played 12. For the next 2 years after that, he played 15. 2018, he played 14, and of course, this past year, he played 7, but that was because his job got taken away by Ryan Tannehill. And it also makes sense why they decided to let go, to pick up Ryan Tannehill and be like, all right, Marcus Mariota, you're just not it for us. Because in 2019, when he started in those games, they were 2-4 with Mariota at quarterback. Their rookie year, they were 3-9 with Mariota at quarterback. Their best record with Mariota at quarterback was 9-6. His rookie year, he threw for 2,818 yards. The both 2 years following after that, he was able to throw for over 3,200 yards on the season. 2018, he really went down from that. He only eclipsed about 2,528. And then in his short tenure, this past season, he eclipsed 1,203. And we're used to Tom Brady at quarterback. Of course, all right? And when Tom Brady's at quarterback, he's not much of a rusher. He's a passer. We're used to Tom Brady throwing 25, 30-some touchdowns a year. Marcus Mariota has not thrown over 26 touchdowns in a season. Okay? His rookie season was 19. 2016 was his best season with 26 touchdowns. 2017 was 13. 2018 was 11. And this past year was 7. Mariota is also a guy that can be pretty interception prone. Rookie season, he threw 10 interceptions. Year after that was 9. 2017 was 15. 2018 was 8. And 2019 was 2. His best season in completion percentage came in 2018 when he had a completion percentage of 68.9. Something that I think the Patriots will really like about Mariota, though, is the fact that he has experience. He has experience in the regular season, experience as a starter, experience in the playoffs. I mean, in 5 playoff games, or playoff games in general, he has 9 comebacks and 11 game-winning drives. So he definitely has the ability to lead an offense down the field. I would also be really interested to see what kind of development he would take on with the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick, and where would he go from there. Now, I don't think that he would become this dangerous weapon with an arm like Patrick Mahomes and, the legs of Lamar Jackson. Not at all. But of course, the hope would be that they could develop him a lot more in the passing game than the Titans were ever able to. Mariota has never been All-Pro, never second-team All-Pro. In fact, he's never even been to a Pro Bowl. Because of this, again, he is expected to be on a cheaper deal. He's not a guy that's going to come in and going to be making $20 million a year. Not even 15. Mariota will be lucky if he somehow is able to eclipse $10 million a year. He'd be the guy that you bring in, and he's not automatically your starter. This would not be a signing like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers. Okay, Marcus Mariota could be a guy that potentially is a backup quarterback for you. A guy that would come in and potentially be fighting for his job against other quarterbacks. And I think that we can all agree that Tom Brady is going to be the guy that we want back. At least 90%. And I mean, hey, I guarantee that Bill Belichick, Robert Kraft, all the players on the Patriots, and all of us fans want Tom Brady back. But right now, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure Bill Belichick doesn't know what's going to happen. And it's better to be safe than sorry. And if Tom Brady is to leave in free agency, bringing in a guy like Marcus Mariota, I personally feel would be a very good move. Don't bring him in for anything too high. Bring him in on cheap. And I'm sure if Tom Brady is gone, the New England Patriots are going to bring in a good amount of quarterbacks and kind of have them fight it out. See who's going to get the starting job. I'd expect them to bring in some draft guys, some free agents, and also putting in a guy like Jared Stidham to see, all right, who's going to get the first start for the New England Patriots that isn't Tom Brady. But that's going to be it for today's video. The New England Patriots are interested in free agent quarterback Marcus Mariota. What are your guys' thoughts on this whole situation? Let me know in the comments below. And like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet for all of your New England Patriots content. But other than that, I will catch you guys in my next video.